Hi everyone, this is Hilde Larsen from the beautiful woods of Norway. Not alone, always a feather for me on my path. And you know, today I was walking up there. This is a small hike from my house. And I'm walking past these, so I want to show you one. These are the wild blueberries. I made a short little live video about them. We call them bilberries, I think, compared to the American blueberries that are larger, more of a bush type of thing. These are smaller on the ground, and they're blue all the way through. Even more potent, I think. And they're the wild. So this is the wild original food I'm gonna eat after. So you're gonna have to look at my blue tongue. Okay. The reason I came in to talk to you right now is because of food, or what you think is food rather, or what your body has been conditioned to believe is food, or what your parasites are craving. And people come to me all the time and they ask me, Hilda, what do I do about the cravings? What do I do when I'm so in the mood for something not healthy that I'm literally climbing the walls right now? I can't sleep, I can't think of anything else. So what do? Well, when you go or walk up that ladder of optimal health, when you walk towards what is serving you, when you're letting go of everything that is not, that is including everything that your parasites, your emotions, and your whole life has been feeding on. Because there's a lot of different reasons that we're eating. And sadly, one of them, or the least important one as we see it, is for nurturement. Because most of the time, we eat without being really hungry. We think we're hungry, but we're not. Because we're so overfed and so undernourished at the same time. We're actually sick and fat and malnourished. And why is that? If you're eating so much food, then why are you not getting the nutrients that you need? If you're constantly putting a whole plate full of what you perceive as healthy, it could be meat, you'll have some dairy in there, in the gravy, you might have a lot of vegetables, you know, and that's healthy, and you're never satisfied, and you're putting the weight on. Now, once you're taking away that mucus forming, acidic forming food that is going to stay within you and stick within your body, like the gluten and the dairy, the parasite feeding, fungus creating, cooked, everything from a box or can. Once you stop doing that, everything that you've been feeding is going to come to you and say, please help me, I need my fix. And even your low adrenals, even your glands that are not functioning optimally, is going to show you a type of craving. So let me back up a little bit, because what I want to talk to you about are the different types of what we perceive as cravings and what to do about it. Okay? So stick with me on this. Because as I see it, there are different types of cravings. We have, number one, the emotional one. Then we have what we could say as the addiction one. Number three is the not you one. You could call it that, the not you. Because a lot of it is not really you at all, looking for this extra food or this fix. And the third one is actually a physical craving for a fix. When we have a gland that is not working optimally, there are things that will make you feel better in the now. Actually just masking the symptom of reality, what's going on in your body. So let's start with the emotional eating. When you have cravings in that category, for example, when you get upset, you'll get cravings. When you get sad, you'll get cravings. Even if you are getting extremely happy, if something happens that is throwing you off the regular norm or stable self, when you want to go to food as anything from comfort, celebration, acknowledgement, then you are an emotional eater. That means you have been using the food to satisfy a need within you that food has no business trying to satisfy. Or it can, but it's going to leave you sick and tired. Why? Because you're going to overfeed your body, and most likely you are going to feed yourself with the type of food that is going to numb you, because you want that feeling of numbness. If we're going to the sad eaters, okay, not the happy eaters, I'll get back to that. So anything that's high in fat, salt, anything that's going to keep you very heavy and sleepy, it's almost like it's sedentary to eat that type of food. Anything cooked from an animal will take so much energy from your digestion that it'll slow down your whole system, and you'll feel more comfortable until you're not. Until the pain comes, and until you feel the discomfort. You'll feel the comfort, you'll get your fix on that. Now, if you're feeling very high and you're going towards the food, it could be more like you're going towards the alcohol because you want to get more outspoken, or you want to it feels like a celebration. It feels like a reward. So a lot of people have been giving, or we have been given, most of us growing up, food as a reward. Oh, you've been so good, now you can get this. So you have a birthday, you get your cake, right? And at a birthday, you get all of this crappy food celebrating something. So why is it that we're going to the more crappy food when we're celebrating, and we're actually telling ourselves that it's okay? We could do it once. It's like even when we know it's not good for us, we can do it when we're celebrating, as if celebrating is a time for not being kind to ourselves. Do you see this? So this is just an addiction that we have, instead of being open, looking and feeling our feelings, looking towards our inner emotions, what's going on in our lives, and then living that and exploring it, leaving food out of it, because food is something different. It is something natural that you are going to want to interact with less and less. And it's going to be natural because it's the only thing that's going to fuel you up and give you that sense of true well-being without numbing you. Okay, so that is the emotional type of eating. Now we could move to the more of the addiction. That could be a part of the emotional, of course. It's always connected, but I differentiate the addictive type of eater to more of a fungus and parasite related, walking into the next section I'm going to talk about. But when you talk about the addiction, it's like it's in between there. It's like you're addicted to the high that this will give you, that the food will give you. You're addicted to maybe one type of food. Like me, for example, I couldn't get off the Diet Coke. Now, I learned later that that was actually physiologically addictive. Sugar is the same thing. There is a compound in cheese that is very addictive. So addiction is real when it comes to food. And this is why it's so hard for so many to lay off, for example, the cheese or the Diet Coke or the coffee. They have addictive properties in them. They're literally keeping you addictive. So when you work with someone, a facilitator, you could work with me or someone like me. When we work together, we can reveal what is holding you back. Because there are times where you just need to cut the cord and walk through that shit until you come out on the other side being the free person that you're looking to become, right? You want to be free. You want to be a free grown-up. You want to know what you're putting in your mouth. And you definitely do not want to be steered by an addiction. Do you want the society to dictate to you what you're going to eat, how sick you're going to get, through what they're feeding you, telling you it's food? No, you're not. You want to free yourself from that. But you want to know what you're doing. And That's why I'm telling you this, because maybe it'll shed some light on which type you are when it comes to being the craving person. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has this craving being so big that even their why, suffer or diminishes or fades a little bit. Because I talk a lot about your why, saying that if the why is big enough, then you'll always be on track. You'll always be able to keep yourself centered and focused and walk your path toward health, letting go of everything that's not serving you, everything that's keeping you down into that lock of pain. But you see, the addiction can be very real. So once you have established that, once you have realized, identified, then you know. Then you also know what's before you. It doesn't take you long. It's like I always say, give me a couple of 3 weeks on fruits and berries and melons and some vegetables, some juices and nature. Walk barefoot and then talk to me about the addiction. It will fade, but you just need to know what it is and walk through it, because it's connected to the next part, the parasites and the fungus. One thing leads to another. Now that's one thing. So you never know, the hen, the egg, the catch-22, all of that. But the thing is, once we're not feeling well, once we have those symptoms, rashes, bloatiness, it could be headaches, it could be called autoimmune, it could be called anything, then we know we're infested. We know our inner terrain is not that of a healthy person. We know we're feeding into something else. And the fungus shows up. That's why there's so much talk about the candida. It's an effect that it has an overgrow. It's not the cause, it's the effect. We're living the effect, and we want to go to the cause. And the cause is not your cravings through this amazing detoxification process. Your cravings is a reflection of what you have been living and are living, and you can break through it no matter what. So if you are in that category, and the parasites and the fungus, they want their fix so badly. They want their processed sugar. They want their complex carbs. They want all of that, and they want it now, and they're going to trick you into eating it. They're going to mess with your emotions. They're going to mess with your thoughts. This is very real. You just need to be educated enough and have support around you, like being a member on my membership site, so that you know what this is. And then you can say, heck no, I'm not buying this. I'm going to get back to how you can conquer this or what you can do. But this is identifying, because every parasite, they have a reason to live and to thrive within us. They love to live in mucus, in an acidic environment. And the fungus, we're inviting it in. They're helping us. They are chewing away on the weak cells, on the damaged everything. They're chewing on our sewer system. Like you see in nature. Can you see the fungus coming in when the tree is dead? It comes in and it eats up everything. It's natural. But we're not dying, or we don't want to be. We want to be living. We want to be thriving. We want to be shining in the light, not laying around in pain, having fungus, trying to dissolve us. Okay? So that's the addiction that you're feeding. The fungus, it multiplies. And it can show up as symptoms that you might think is something totally different. But that's what it shows. It shows us it's all the same. It's all a part of this acidity. So how many times have you tried to change your diet, and then either something happens, some news comes along, someone triggers something within you, and you fall off the wagon? Or for some reason, you get irritated within you, and you're thinking, the heck with this. I don't care about anything. All I want is that piece of bread. Or you can give up anything or everything except the cheese. You can't even say what it is. It's just like, Hilde, tell me what to do. Tell me what to eat. I'll do anything, but just don't take my cheese away. If I could just have that, I could do this. That's how strong the addiction is. Now, when you are walking this path, there will be, like I said, the regular cravings. They're not in this category, but it's in the glands or in the physical body, like I started to say, like the last category. And this is kind of the tricky part, because there's so much information out there, and I have found on my own journey that just comforting the body a little bit with what it's craving, and a big one is salt, and another one is fat. It is like fueling the same thing that got you to where you're going, because they're all stimulants, see? So the salt is stimulating your adrenals. So you're gonna feel better, you're gonna get a little bit more energy right there, right then. But we're not masking symptoms here on this journey, okay? We're going for the real deal. We're going for healing. And as long as you're stimulating anything, the body truly cannot work on the underlying cause. And you cannot really feel how you feel because you don't know what's you. And that's the naked thing that's going to show up. Now, see how perfect nature is. If you just stop everything except eating fresh fruits and vegetables, that's it. And I'm sure you already feel within you that that's healthy, right? Even just from doing that, you might go crazy. Throw tantrums, throw a fist, just because you can't have that bread, like a child. Now that should tell us something. That is not us. That is something different. And you could go to, we could talk about imprints, and we could talk about manipulation and false beliefs and all of that. But truly, what I believe is that once we stop and go through that first set of understanding and then the cravings, it will never be a problem again, ever, because it's not natural. When you have blueberries like I have here and that I showed you, when you have fresh fruits and vegetables available for you and you feel satisfied from every meal, you will never have a craving for anything that is going to make you feel worse. Have you ever had a dinner and then you had to lay down? Have you looked at people when they have their full dinners of meat, potato, gravy? We have to lay down. Of course we do. The body is in enormous amount of stress. 80% of our energy goes right to the digestion. There's nothing left. That's not fuel. That's destruction. Pure destruction, people. Fuel makes you feel more energetic and better. When I eat, I'm ready to go. I'm not ready to lay down and rest. I'm ready to let go, to keep going, also to let go. So now, what do you do? I could say easily, you just keep on going. I could say easily, forget the cravings. I could say easily, just push through. And you all know this. And you know about me, that I'm tough like that, there's no monkey business with this, because your health is serious. Feeling good is serious. Having a great life, it's serious business. You might say nothing is serious, and I would agree on that too. But as long as we're here, might as well have a nice ride, right? And look at it this way. The better you feel and the more strength you have, the more you will have to give to others, to be of service, the more you will have for your children, your parents, your siblings, people you meet. And that's the true gift of living, being able to serve, being able to be of service to others, and to heal this world, which is suffering. We're all suffering on one level or another. So what do you do? Okay, so you have decided that I'm going to do this. I am going to cut out that bread. I'm going to cut out that meat. I'm going to cut out that coffee or the Diet Coke. I'm going to cut it out. Then comes the cravings. Okay, so what I suggest to my clients is this. First of all, find a diet moving forward together with your coach or facilitator that is sustainable for you. So that you're on your right level. Meaning you can look at the diet, you could try it for a couple of days, and you can say, this I can do. Hilde, this is easy. I can do this for a month, and don't think about more than a month at a time. I can do this for a month. I'll give you a diet that you could do for a month and even be happy about it. And also, find out what is a snack or a go-to food that is acceptable for you. Because there are no failures here. You don't fall off a wagon. Why would you? No, you hold on to it. But you get onto a wagon that you can hold on to. And you ride in a pace that you can do. Should you fall off? Of course, just get back on. That's not the thing. The thing is, that's not a part of the plan. A lot of people seem to me like they're jumping on a wagon, going so fast, they can hardly hang on. They keep falling off, they go back on. They're confused, the body's confused, everybody's confused. And it creates a lot of failures, and you feel like a failure, and then you come to me and say, Hilde, this is not working for me. I tried, it didn't work for me, I can't do it. It didn't work for me, I got so sick, or I got this. Well, your body is just trying to send you a message, and healing is there for everyone. It's not like somebody can't do it. Of course everybody can do it. There's nothing to do, really. We just have to stop doing things. So first of all, you accept a diet, or you get eager about it, and you plan it, and you make sure that it's sustainable for you. Make sure that what is in there you can get where you live. First of all, you make sure that it tastes good to you. Food is supposed to taste good. It's amazing, okay? Then you find a snack that's good for you, that you love. It could be raisins, it could be celery sticks that you make an amazing little fat and salt-free dip so that you can have. I mean, you could even start off by doing some organic popcorn. No oil, no fat, just, for you. We're talking about transition. Once you transition in a sustainable manner, everything not needed for you will just be let go. And you will, in yourself, be eager to move up the ladder. You will be the one telling me, I want to do all fruit now. And then in this process, what you do is you do shorter, maybe mono meals, which means eating just one thing at a time, fruit. So you could do meals like that, only fruit meals, one fruit at a time, maybe 1 day a week. Then you move up to 2 days a week. We tweak it and we work with it, because this is a path for life, because this is about regenerating health. This is not about changing your diet or going on a diet. This is about saving your life, our lives. This is about saving this earth. This is about saving the children. Have you noticed how sick they are today? Have you noticed what's going on? For every generation. More degeneration when it comes to ourselves. And I don't say this as a warning, I say it as something that might inspire us to take charge, because we are so smart. Our intellect playing us a trick, but still we're smart. We know this. We can read, we can watch, we can go into nature, we can be smart enough to let our brain go for a second and listen and connect. And if you have a problem with cravings and you're falling off the wagon, contact me. Read up. Read my books. Get my online course, The Optimal Health Blueprint. Become a member, an inspired member. You can click on my website. There's a gold button. Click on it. Because there's no reason for you not to. There's no reason for you not to get there. There is never a good enough reason to fall into the cravings. If you're an emotional eater, if you are filled with parasites, so it's not you. If you're addicted to substances, if you are feeding yourself things so that you are triggering your glands to believe they feel better by stimulating them, you're not really feeling what walking down this path feels like, because it's like all these obstacles, or perceivably so, becomes self-sabotaging to us. And watch my other video on self-sabotage, because healing and health is so simple, really, that when you look at it from a clear perspective, the only reason you wouldn't heal or walk the path towards health, back to nature, is one of those reasons. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with reality. You know, truth is truth. And I want to inspire you. And I hope this video clarified a few things for you. So please share it with your friends. Everybody needs to know this. Like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And I'm going to get back to my blueberries. There you go. This is food. And when your body tells you, yum, get it, this is not a craving. This is connecting to the electrical energy of nature. You are eating the frequency of life, living food. Anything dead is just that, dead. And me, for one, I'm alive. And I know that you are too. And we want to stay that way, right? And not only that, we want to have fun while we are. We want to feel good. And this will make you feel good. So namaste, my friends. Until we speak again.